Hey guys, how we doing? I'm Yalik, and I did one of these videos a few days ago. I'm going to do one again because, A, what the hell, it's fun, and B, why be sitting here if you're not going to show off a little bit? So we thought our last op might kick us up into the top 5. Did not, got us to number 6, but we've had a few really good operations. I am sure the GBE tribe is helping that, but then again, everybody else has the GBE tribe as well. So we've been moving up and getting great scores, so everybody else has that advantage also. So I don't really feel like that is necessarily making a difference. Now down here, which we won't be able to see the replays, I did a video of that operation because that was 5 solos. Since then we had another, that was 11:31. That was 5 days ago, this one down here. That was 11:31. We had another one of, oops, let's bring that back. Those 2 days ago. And that's a good day. And then we also had a really good day on the yesterday, the op that just finished, got over 1,000 points. And there are some fun hits to be shown from all of these, and I figure we're gonna pick one for every single guy here. So there's good and bad, of course, to be had through all of this, but we're gonna go for a best of over the last couple of days. So gonna start with this hit by Maverick on Conefield. I think, hang on, might want, probably gonna want the Sven hit from this op too. So actually, yeah, we'll do that next. So Mav, Conefold, and the reason I start with this one is that this guy was ugly. This one just had rockets all over the place. Pretty good health on that too. Nearly 1.8 million health on this base. Basically 8 times 200,000 plus 200,000. Enough rocket launchers that he decided he was going to go for the free GBE over here, which was an option in this case. We'll speed this up a little bit, but yeah, look at all the rockets. 1 shock, 2 shocks, 3 shocks, 4 shocks, 5 shocks, and not the easiest shocks in the world, not gonna lie. So a bit of precision required there as well. We'll slow this down for the walk. Plus, do not peek right here. Some kind of Zuka Death Valley over here. Ridiculous amount of machine guns. I think actually he does peak with a couple of girls down there, which, you know, at the time the question was, I was able to watch this hit live. One of the great things about being in a task force like this is that you just get to see people do hits like this live all the damn time. It's pretty fun. So, question was, did that peak cost enough that it was going to cost the hit? Well, you've seen the blue line, so you know that it did not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shocks, beautifully done. He shocked the grappler too. That was hilarious. Loved that. But he nailed the 5 shocks that he needed to. He did not need to shock the grappler, and what I say, 1.8 million? That sucker was down. That was a really good hit, and again, especially enjoyable because I got to see it live. This is a 298 Ransom, but we're actually going to skip that because I have a better hit for this guy. So we'll see Sven on Complex. This was 262 Complex. Sven loves Complex. I think he's messed in the head, to be honest with you. I hate this base. Approaching 1.6 million health there, but I mean, he does this. If we get Complex, I just write it up for him in the note. 2 smoke landing, as ever. Flag landing. Very, very dangerous. yeah, there's just so little margin for error in that landing. He's very well practiced at it, though. Check out this walk. There's that whole thing about Zookas and using straight lines and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this walk, I think it's called complex because it defies that logic. It is... I'm having trouble finding the vocabulary to describe it while remaining PG. Anyway, just watch the walk. Whatever, he's going to do what he does because he owns this base. Everybody has their favorites, and this one is just always going to be his. In the last video I did, I talked about Maverick, whom you just saw on Javanese. Well, it is Sven on Complex. So, looks like 2 shocks. All of that, I mean, there's so much precision that goes into that crap. Getting them to walk exactly there and not to veer over into those mines or into these mines over here. Yeah, Pop makes it look easy. It is not that easy, I assure you. Because I do that walk for practice. I'm still on the practice level on that walk. And it never goes as smoothly as all that. Dioxin. Ugliest dioxin ever. See that? 104 Zookas landed, 101 Zookas died. Lucky. We'll do 2 from this op. Actually, no, we'll do the bottom 3 from this op. So this was me on Ransom last night. And honestly, I have never done math as quickly in my life as I did later on in this hit. I chose not to do that landing that you just saw Sven do. I probably should have. That cost me some GBE. I chose to clear an extra mine here. This pause right now. Pause. Yeah, that was me thinking. Do I need to clear that? Should I not? I probably should have left it. As it turns out, if you watch in a minute, it looks like Brick. I'm going to leave that spot up, actually. Clicked on the mine, which is no longer there. It looks like Brick would have tanked that mine for my troops. Did 3 smoke landing on the beach. I shouldn't have. I should have just done the 2 smoke flag landing that you just saw, but I was being safe, and that was costly. So, we'll come back to that in a moment. Anyway, Brick gets out ahead a little bit. That was a level 20 mine, too, so it wouldn't have killed my girls. There, it looks like she easily would have tanked that mine, and then also she tanks the mine up here in the corner. So that was 7 GBE I could have saved. Alright, now, this is a Brick Ransom. I think we're looking at 4 shocks here, and 4 shocks cost 58 GBE. I get here, I'm going to activate battle orders, and I have 56 GBE, which is not enough. So, did some really quick calculations in my head, and critters and 3 shocks and prey. Health on this is, let's see, 1.7 million, and just so much damage happening so quickly that the core just gets roasted. The rocket launchers got off a full volley on the Zookas, on the critters, destroyed them, and then ate up about half the Zookas, it looks like. Pretty quickly, but I mean, we survived long enough to get the core down, and that's what really matters. Probably could have made life easier on myself back on the beach by not using that extra smoke and not clearing that extra mine, but what have you, here we are. This, I'm going to show this hit. This is Benny, who has like 17 alts, so I'm not even going to try to name them all, but anyway, this is Benny. Let's see, 20, and darn, you can see that mine. Normally I leave a mine there, 3 artillery, and I leave 1 mine. He chooses to go with a barrage and 2 artillery to clear mines for his path. Check out the health on this sucker. It's only 3 shocks, but look at that. That would be close to over 2 million. 2.2 million, and then some change. Not quite 2.3. But this is a big boy base right here. There was a lot of health on this. Just chunky as all heck. So the thing with a base like this is you don't just have a plan for your initial 3 shocks, because there's no way you're going to do that amount of damage. in just one round of shocks. So you have to have a plan for the aftershocks. That feels like a terrible pun. For the second round of shocks, you have to know what the heck you're doing. So we'll watch for what he does there. All of this is standard and spot on. It's going to get everybody there safely. Has not lost the delay, which is beautiful. You need that here. That actually will become important in a second. Shock, shock, shock. Okay. He's used all of the delay possible there. Got as much time as possible out of the rocket launchers. So critters down below, and then he has 2 more shocks. This critter down here is going to keep him alive. He just chucked an extra one. This critter down here is going to keep him alive against the rockets over there. Over here, he's just buying time. Everything is buying time. Trying to stand out there and shoot for just a little bit longer. But yeah, 2.2 and then some odd whatever the... What's that? Whatever the 0.27 is going to amount to there. It's a bit. And then finally, we had a Strange Attractors came up. So this is Nobody, aka Cooney, taking down Strange Attractors. And let's see, I don't remember what the shield on this was. This was a fun layout though. This is a base that can really allow for some gymnastics. And this is a really decent layout. Normally this would be a shock launcher. That sucks. Normally this would be a shock launcher. That also sucks. These things, machine gun, mortar, don't get me wrong, they suck in their own right, but they don't suck particularly bad here. This is not going to range the kill zone, which is back here. This he's going to, actually he just tagged to make sure that his Zookas will kill as soon as possible. Looks like he's got 3 shocks to do here. And he's going to clear some stuff. Particular the machine guns you want to die there. And then a quick re-smoke before the lasers come unshocked. There you go, that was timely. And up to his kill zone, like I said. And now you just have to worry about that 1 machine gun. Pretty much. He's going to take advantage of the critter tribe here in a second. Peaks a tiny bit, doesn't matter. The one thing you need to shock is the machine gun. You get rid of that, this other stuff dies quickly, and then it's just about eating up the core. There's a small safe zone here as far as everything on this side is concerned, and he's mostly in it. Looks like there's 1 more Zooka that's about to die. The main thing is this 1 grappler, so he's taking advantage of cheap critters to keep this grappler distracted, while also staying away from the lasers. That's really important, because if you throw critters over here in range of the lasers, if those guys get a little bit lower, yeah, that's where bad things happen, because lasers shoot beyond their range. So they fire on a critter here, it zaps your Zookas there. So critters up here is a good idea. Actually, you can see that effect happening over here. Grappler grabs a critter, laser is shooting all the way up to here. It's incredible how nasty those suckers are. Lasers suck. Anyway, meanwhile, he's just smashing through that shield, which I want to say it was 3.5 to 4 million or something on the shield. You could do the math on that yourself. It relates to core health. I don't care to. One way or another, the base is dead, and it looks like he had a pretty good time doing that because, you get to do some dancing. In between, we've had a couple of truly, truly bad hits. Again, that is a blue line that nobody ever wants to watch a replay on again. I certainly wish that replay would go away. And, things like that. I mean, it happens, but all in all, 1131 and 1006 on back-to-back days, with an 1131 down here as well. I mean, I feel like we are rolling along, and all of those are pretty badass hits. Hope you like. Thumbs up, all the YouTube stuff, and I'll catch you later. Take care.